Thursday, December 31st, 2020. Happy New Year's Eve. We've finally made it to the end of 2020. Um, with that today, this will be your last opportunity in 2020 for pray-in and morning meditation, which will follow, led by Denise Teague this morning. So with that, let us do our final 2020 daily word. And as you can read along, if you're so inclined, there's the link to Daily Word. And let's read this together. It says, let go, let God. And our affirmation for today is, I release the past and embrace the future. Let's see if I can add that for us over here. I release the past and embrace the future. Let's say that together. I release the past and embrace the future. As the year comes to a close, I take time to review how I respond to a period of time that challenged me more than usual. Perhaps my compassion has awakened and I felt moved to serve. Maybe my heart felt full as I prayed for loved ones and for people I've never met. Looking back, my heart feels full as I recount the lessons that prompted my spiritual growth and the blessings I discovered as I worked through my hardships. I meet the coming year with a positive, hopeful attitude and an openness to new ways of thinking. I feel ready for a fresh start and a new beginning. No matter the obstacles that may come my way, I remain committed to realizing the highest vision for my life. And our verse from the day is Revelations 21:5. And it says, and the one who was seated on the throne said, see, I am making all things new. And our affirmation again, I release the past and embrace the future. Together, I release the past and embrace the future. Wow. Today, I release the past. Well, that's renunciation or elimination is the term that we often use for it in unity. It's letting go of old thoughts in order that new thoughts may find their way into our consciousness. And a healthy state of mind is attained when the thinker willingly lets go of old thoughts and takes on the new. That's renunciation. And it's just as necessary, according to Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, it's just as necessary that one let go of old thoughts, old conditions, after they've served their purpose, so that we can lay hold of new ideas and create new conditions that meet our requirements for today, for now, for this moment. And in fact, Charles tells us that we cannot lay hold of new ideas and make the new conditions until we make room for them by eliminating the old. So this is denial and affirmation. And denial and affirmation are the two great expressions of polarized energy in our life. Both are essential. Both serve as we evolve in our obedience to spiritual law, our understanding, our actual expression, connection, and thus living as spiritual law. So denial is the ability to let go. Affirmation is affirming that which is the truth. So denial is letting go of the old, the outworn, the incorrect belief. And it's the nay power, according to Charles Fillmore. It's the saying no. And affirmation is the ability to accept the newer, the truer, the correct attitude and belief. In other words, it's being aligned with the truth. And it's the yay power, or the ability to say yes. And this connects us, if we remember, with the power of mind action. Remember that term? A simple definition of that law is that like attracts likes. Um, Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. You know, to me, this is the denial and affirmation are one of the ways in which we're utilizing that mind action, in which we're helping us take that which we've been holding and believing that isn't perfectly aligned with truth, but has been manifesting, has been producing after its kind in our life. And our denial and affirmation are a way that we help release that which has had power because we assigned it power. It's us that gave us the power. It of itself is only as powerful as we align ourselves with it. So here we are taking these ideas of divine mind, and that we've placed limitation on that divine mind. Not because divine mind is limited, but because by our thinking, the foundation that we created, we've aligned with that limitation or negative, if we will. So our denial is us removing our alignment with that. So, and truly, denial isn't the absence of something. It takes effort for us to also deny, because you have to say no. There's a letting go, there's a refusal, there's a rejection. So it's not just this void of something. Similar to an affirmation, it takes an action on our part. And Charles Fillmore told us that denials work like this, that in an actual transformation of mind and body, there's a dissolving process, a breaking up that takes place. And because that force and substance have been built into the arrows that we believe, we as individuals have the power to really do something concerning those beliefs, what we're holding in mind. So, through our thought structures, we get to break up or eliminate from consciousness that which we have been aligning with that is not in alignment with the ultimate truth, with the absolute truth. So, Charles tells us that the best way to break up these and eliminate these processes that we've been involved with is to stop feeding them, to stop giving them attention and the energy and the life that we've given them, and let them shrivel away to their nothingness. And this withdrawal is best accompanied by this denial of power, and that we're also affirming the allness of spirit. So it's denial on one side and it's affirming on the other. That's why we often so commonly talk about denials and affirmations together, not too singularly, that we only talk about denials, we only talk about affirmations, but that we recognize they go together, because one is the denial of power and the other is affirming the allness, the truth. So also Charles wants to make sure that we understand that we're not destroying anything. It's really a transference of power from an error belief to our faith in the truth. Charles also goes on to tell us that we want to confine the use of our denial to errors found within our own consciousness, that we're not denying the existence of things, we're denying their power over us. So as an example, we may not deny that there is disease in our life. It's something that is a thing, and we're denying the existence of that thing. but we aren't denying that it in itself has power over us. In other words, what can we do in our own consciousness? We're claiming the power that we have in our consciousness. So denying the power of something over us and claiming, in some ways, the power that is us, that we have control over and have power of. So with that, I invite today, in our last Pray-In for 2020, of course, we will continue on into 2021 with our last one for 2020. Let's join our prayer and pray here together. So I invite you to settle in, to take a good breath in and relax in. Relaxing in and recognizing that there is one divine source, one true power. And that as I call in my prayer requests, acknowledging the prayer requests of all those in humanity, that I hold that power, that truth, that one presence here now, knowing that we all are that same source, same power, and that as we concentrate on this truth, we bring forth that awareness that we are one together in the same God source, same God self, uniquely expressing, but bringing forth the same power together to shape the world, to shape our lives, and to move into the realization that we together can shape humanity, can shape the future of humanity, where we can shape the awareness and the presence that's taking place here and now. We deny that which no longer serves us, and we embrace and affirm the truth of who we are, our divine nature, the power and the presence that is each and every one of us. And in this place of recognition, we're grateful that we have a family to come together and honor this, to recall this, and to respect each other for this divine source. And are grateful too that we have a family that continually reminds us of that. And in this place of recognition, in gratitude, and in the affirming of the truth of who and what each of us are, we say thank you, and so it is. Amen. With that, please stay tuned for Denise Teague. There are still a few things that you might want to check out on the website for 2020. There's an event happening this evening, as well as we move into 2021, we've got the White Stones ceremony coming up over the weekend, but we have Burning Bowl this evening. So some things that you may want to go check out at unityfortworth.org. With that, thank you. I appreciate you making the opportunity to avail yourself of these pray-ins and of the morning meditations, all that you come and participate in during the week. And with that, enjoy the end of your 2020, and I hope that you affirm the great 2021 that we're all seem to be eagerly looking forward to.